Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jericho here with Humpty Dumpsters LLC.
And my name is Jose with GMP Property Services LLC.
And this is the Dirty Knowledge Podcast. First off, I want to say thank you guys for clicking on this video and tuning in. This is our first episode, so please bear with us. We kind of want to keep it short and sweet. It's an introduction to us. That way you guys can see who we are, find out who we are, get to know us. Starting off with that. Again, my name is Jericho. I'm the owner-operator of Humpty Dumpsters LLC. I am 23 years old. I graduated in 2018 from Needville High School, and I've been in business for about 2 years.
My name is Jose. I am 24 years old. I graduated as well from here from the local high schools in the Richland-Rosenberg area, and I've been in business since roughly 2018, but I didn't start building my brand, didn't get incorporated until 2021. So with that being said, everyone, we would like to tell everybody, just a little bit about how we came up with the podcast name and stuff like that.
We've always been wanting to do a podcast. We just didn't know the way to go about it, things like that, whatever. However, the first initial thing is obviously creating a name. Now, creating a name, just like my business name, Humpty Dumpsters, it's something that's pretty easy to remember. So I was telling Jose, I think we should name something that's catchy, something easy to remember, and also something kind of funny. And Dirty Knowledge came to my mind. So I know it's kind of, corny, kind of fishy, kind of funny, but it's easy to remember. So that's really the nitty gritty. That's just the basic. That's kind of how we brought up with it. We do have a saying, dirty hands, clean money. Anyways, so yeah, that's how we came up with the name. And we do have a couple questions. Obviously, that was two of the questions that we had. But we're going to go into the other ones as well. So following that, the next question was?
The vision. A little bit of the vision that we have for the podcast itself, and nevertheless our companies, is just mainly growth and building a community where literally each and every individual shares their knowledge and or past experiences, or anything that could potentially worry them for the future about their business. We have a few goals set in mind for the next 2 to 3 years that we would like to be able to hit and accomplish, and nevertheless too, let you guys know a little bit about where we see ourselves within that point in time. We definitely want to be able to have more of a brotherhood or a sisterhood, to where we can bring in people and have them share the way either they got started or any struggles they have in business, and maybe give you guys some pointers. And maybe, we get some pointers from you guys in the comments, on how everything rolls and stuff like that. Or what do you think? What's your opinion on that?
So, no, definitely right. As far as our vision, I really want to be a community, just how you said. Be a community, share everybody's knowledge. Again, that's a part of this whole podcast, Dirty Knowledge, right? So, in this industry, whether it's trash, junk removal, excavation, dirt work, or
landscaping, lawn maintenance, anything related with the green industry, property services in general, whether it be bigger properties, smaller properties, commercial, residential, industrial, we are here to serve.
Right. Anything that's considered the dirty realm of today's blue-collar industry. So
if your hands get dirty, if your jeans get dirty, if your boots get dirty, you're making some dirty money.
Exactly. So yeah. I know another thing that we also kind of wanted to go over with you guys is, where do we see ourselves in the next 2 to 3 years? Where do you think you see yourself?
Yeah, see, I have two different takes on that. As far as where do I see myself in GMP, I definitely see myself expanding and growing more into the aspect of hiring and really taking that growth, closing in the route density that helps us out and making that the money that we do. And for the podcast, really catering to each and every one of you guys, as well as to businesses and stuff that me and him can relate to. I would definitely like to have more people on here on the podcast that are around the same green industry service business, or nevertheless the waste service business from him, and so 2-3 years down the line, I hope to really expand in that community, as well as expand with GMP to be able to provide you guys with as much content and as much honesty, completely unfiltered, as we possibly can. What do you think?
Yeah, so myself, where I see myself in 2 to 3 years, and again, my business as well, and also this podcast. Personally, in the next couple months, next year or so, hopefully I see myself in my dream house with, my wife, possibly maybe kids in the next 2 years or so. But as far as personally wise, yes, that's kind of where I want to be at. Now, business wise, I'm really hoping to grow my fleet. Grow my fleet, I mean, I want another truck. I want more dumpsters, possibly hire people to help me along the way, be able to take care of more customers. And as far as for the podcast, again, I just hope that our community grows. I just hope that we're able to network more people, possibly have some special guests on here. I think that'd be really cool. Just kind of get somebody else's like perspective, or somebody else's, let's say not technically problems, but like their problem solving, or maybe their issues that they've gone and some of those jobs that they may have, some of those rentals they may have done, things like that. I know there's a bunch of influencers out there that have done a lot of those things, and we're just a small guys. However, we also want to show you guys what we've been through, how we got here, and what's next to come. So
yeah, definitely. Like you mentioned, I mean, there's a load of influencers. You name one, you got to name them all, right? So we want to be a part of that. We want to come in and say, hey, well, look, we're also going through the same thing, and being that also to motivate you guys and to know, hey, it's never too late to start.
Especially the younger guys.
Yeah,
I mean, we're both young, 23, 24. I know there's a lot of people out there that are obviously up in age, but as people that are our age, they might be worried. They might be kind of scared. They might be kind of nervous to do something on their own.
Unknown. Yes.
Exactly. And, maybe seeing us be so young, it may motivate you to take that next step.
Yeah, or even if you guys are older, or you have a family and stuff like that. Obviously, there's a multitude of different scenarios that we can come up with. But at the end of the day, we're here to provide you guys with as much value, again, completely unfiltered, and as much honesty as we can possibly provide within the next coming episodes. So with that being said, for the next episodes, we actually do have quite a bit of stuff lined up, from everywhere from us, how we got started in the business,
our equipment that we started with,
what were the biggest struggles, and to even an extent, what would we recommend if we had to go back in time and start with the knowledge that we have now?
Right.
You know what I mean, and stuff like that. And then even further on, in maybe future episodes, we're definitely expecting to have a few guests on, maybe even go into detail with the little clips here and there of just our daily lives and how, the nitty gritty of how we actually got started, and going into detail the times where, we were broke and we were thinking, hey, how can we survive the next day in the business? And being, the first year, 2 years, 3 years, it's really the hardest part where growing. Sure. But like I said, we will have two completely different perspectives, from him running his waste service business.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, and me running within the green industry business. So with that being said, guys, we really do appreciate each and every single one of you guys for coming in. I think that's a good spot to end it for the first episode. What do you think?
Yeah, well said. Again, just like I said earlier, we just want to keep it short and sweet. Just kind of introduction to who we are, get to know us, and I think we can end it on that. We do, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. And if you guys have any kind of questions, any kind of comments, if you ever want to DM us,
Keyboard Warriors, let us know in the comments. And
critique us, please, because also, again, this is our first podcast, so, if you got some harsh things to say, we got tough skin, so don't worry. We can take a joke.
We'll take some constructive criticism, that's for sure.
Well, thank you guys again. We hope you guys have a great day. Keep on moving forward. And thank you guys.
Stay tuned on the next one.